Hotel 112 HART call signs.
They are Britain's toughest medics.
CPR in progress.
Stand clear. Checking now.
We will be the people that are going in the direction of where something went bang when other people are going in the opposite direction.
He is armed at the moment with a knife.
The UK's hazardous area response teams, HART for short, are trained to tackle the most critical cases in the most dangerous places.
I'm going to try and tunnel the way through to you. Everywhere collapsed around me.
No worries, mate.
Could be someone in water, at height, underground, overcome by gas. Whatever it is, our team are there to access them and treat them in those environments.
Created after the 7/7 London bombings, they're in the front line when terrorists strike.
We're here for the big day when everybody's nightmares come true.
It's been confirmed that it is a nail bomb.
Specialists selected,
Have you seen how high up it is?
It's fallen from around 20 foot.
highly trained,
She's currently trapped in the car by her legs.
There's massive intrusion into his cab.
never filmed before.
Shotgun injuries to his leg.
Go on, you have to blast me.
These are some of the world's most elite paramedics.
We have got specialist kit, we have got specialist vehicles. People coming in from other agencies and think it's like a scene out of Thunderbirds.
Hold it.
OK, we need them on a board in a minute, on a collar.
Everyday heroes risking their lives to save others.
This is going to be a major incident.
It's the start of a wet weekend in West Yorkshire.
Right, let's go.
And the HART team are mobile.
999 mode activated.
In Bradford, a police pursuit has ended in a serious accident.
Fell off it.
What is it, road traffic?
RTC, person trapped unconscious, GCS3.
Oh, look at that. It looks like it's up on a traffic count, or is it?
The white 4x4 was going the wrong way down a dual carriageway. 5 people were in it,
1021 unseen.
none wearing seatbelts.
This is not looking good.
More medics will be needed.
082, can you do me a favour? Can you start making your way towards us as well, please? There's a couple of cars involved here.
Several people have been pulled from the vehicle, but 2 are still trapped inside.
It's probably back pain, right shoulder pain, and chest pain, but it's got good saturation.
Need somebody else in there?
Back's probably
It is.
Have a look at that.
2 patients are under arrest.
I'll keep your eyes open for us, mate.
Take your time, mate.
Buddy, okay.
all right? I'm just slumping here.
Adam and Rushers are trying to identify which victims need to go to hospital first.
Are you in any pain? Yeah. Where does it hurt?
My neck.
Your neck? Okay. Right, okay. Well, we'll check that in a minute.
Right, thank you.
Any problems with you at the moment?
Well, I've got a broken rib anyway.
OK, previous to this? Yeah. OK.
Going the wrong way, obviously you get a combined speed, so even if the car was doing 30 miles an hour, the people coming the other way are doing 30 miles an hour, and if hit head on, you've got a 60 mile an hour impact. Fatalities are really common in this kind of incident.
Several innocent motorists were caught up in the crash.
I saw the police cars coming round the corner, and then next minute this white car just came flying over and landed on the cars. Like some people got out of the cars and stuff like that, and I got out to see if they were all right. It's just a bit overwhelming and a bit shocking, really.
Whereabouts is this pain in your neck and back?
Right on my spine.
Right, okay. Out what?
Down.
Right in the middle of your neck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam is concerned about the symptoms his patient is describing. A spinal injury is much more likely to occur if a seatbelt isn't worn.
Andy, C-spine pain, he's saying now.
And Rushers is hearing a similar story.
I'll get a collar. Keep your head perfectly still, don't move.
Both patients will be immobilised until they can be x-rayed. There's a major risk they could have suffered life-changing injuries in the impact.
We've got the driver of the white car, so we're just taking him down to hospital now. Neck and back pains, that's all we know at the minute.
But 2 other passengers are still trapped. It's feared they also have serious injuries.
You're welcome to start taking a part in this.
I'm going to put Simon in there just to sort of coordinate as you come in.
We see patients from all walks of life, but we do treat everyone the same. Everyone has the right to the same treatment.
Shall we get a board in now for this one? Yeah.
The HART medics are all specially trained to work in the cramped confines of a car.
Coming in.
But this case is especially challenging.
You do it in between them.
I'll try.
But if it hurts, let us know. Okay?
On you.
Steady, lift.
Inside the 4x4, they must disentangle two injured patients lying almost on top of one another.
Ready, steady, lift.
One more.
Ready, steady, lift.
We're ready.
At last, the teenage girl is free.
OK, can somebody just keep all the seats behind for us, please, a minute?
She too is showing symptoms of a spinal injury.
OK, we've got a scoop.
Scoop's over there.
We'll get a scoop, we'll get her onto the scoop now, shall we?
Yeah.
The final patient is about to be freed.
Injuries-wise, what we're looking at?
Yeah, he's coming with you then.
OK. Happy? Tilt, and we move out.
Yeah.
Straight onto this trolley.
What's for falling off the end of this seat? Got him. Yeah. One more this side.
I've got him.
Rosh's patient is becoming aggressive.
So move your hat, buddy. Just sit still for me, all right?
Wait, let us do what we've got to do.
Crowds are gathering. It's making the patient nervous.
Yeah, well, don't want people.
Right, don't you swear in at us. All right, we're here to help you. OK? We'll need a policeman with a copper with this one.
Paramedics are trained to assess the sort of impact accident victims have sustained. They call it the mechanism of injury, and in this case, it could hardly have been higher.
You happy with everything? You're going to be shaking about inside there, especially at speed. I don't believe any of them, the ones that I've talked to, were wearing seat belts either, so that's why they ended up where they were, trapped into the compartment on the rear passenger seat. These sort of mechanics of injury, you can sometimes can result in catastrophic, life-changing injuries or even death.
All 5 patients have been taken to trauma doctors at Leeds General Infirmary. The results of X-rays and scans will be critical. Tango team are heading to Wakefield, where there's been a freak accident.
79-year-old male who's apparently impaled on a gate. We're climbing a fence. We are waiting for an update, but we're en route.
999 mode activated.
It's a 20-minute drive for Tony and the team.
Yeah.
Local paramedics have now reached the scene.
Auto 1 to all HART call signs. Further update for you. Apparently this gentleman is impaled through the arm. Still currently attached to the gate. 10:20 on scene.
First reports suggest this could be a difficult rescue.
Got extended skills bag.
Now Tony can see for himself.
Hello.
This chap is Ray, was walking on his drive, had a dizzy spell, fell off, landed on there.
Ray is in a terrible predicament.
Yeah.
Turn your hand round to me, Ray. Right, that's it. No, rest your arm, relax it. No, put your hand down.
Can I look at that?
The ornamental spike from the gate is very close to a major artery.
Right, keep your arm really still for me, Ray.
The air ambulance has been called, carrying a flying doctor. The patient is partially blind and suffers from low blood pressure.
Keeps on going.
3 surgeons working nearby rushed to Ray's rescue.
Me and Jasper were working on this tree. I've looked back up to see Ray walking, and then he stumbles, and he's fallen, and he's sort of flipped back, and he's got his arm stuck on the fence.
Ray?
Yeah.
How are we doing with this pain? Bloody painful. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain you've ever had in your life, what are we saying?
8.
8.
Just give him a little feel of your arm. Is it Ray?
Yeah.
Ray. Yeah, hi, my name's Andy, one of the doctors.
By the way, Ray's blind as well, so...
Okay. My feeling would be
we give some analgesia, and I think we're then best just to try to lift it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Free of this.
Well, I wondered about lifting it up, but it's pretty painful. It will be, mate. What we're going to do is, so we've got this little needle in your hand now, so we can give you something for that pain, and then we're going to look at getting your arm off that railing, all right? But we're going to give you something first. But, I'm going to be honest with you, it is going to hurt when we move your arm. I know it is. All right?
In most cases, the team asks firefighters to cut through the railing and leave the metal in place until surgeons can remove it.
Movements and stuff.
There'll be a lot of vibration if we cut that, and it's because it's gone through top and not a single spike that we could cut lower down. There'll be quite a number of cuts underneath his arm wanting to release. It's
going to get tight. I think if we can keep you as a plan B, that'd be really good. So I think plan A will be analgesia. We'll put a tourniquet on but leave it loose, just in case there's a problem.
There's a little bandage up there.
And then we'll move it and dress it. Where's that pain, Ray? Is that in your forearm?
It's in your arm.
But Ray's in a bad way. Speed is of the essence. On the outskirts of Wakefield, the team are preparing to free 79-year-old Ray impaled on a spike gate at a neighbour's home.
Right, Ray, this is just a painkiller going in, all right? It might make you feel a little bit woozy, but we're here, we're around you. I know. Well, this is going to start helping with that pain on your arm, all right?
Paramedic Alex is trying to distract Ray from the pain as the drugs take effect.
Feeling, Ray? You're not feeling woozy at all or anything like that? No? Good. Does that feel like it's starting to help with the pain? A little bit. A little bit? OK. We'll give it another minute or so. All right, and then we'll look at getting your arm out.
One wrong move could sever a blood vessel.
What were you doing then? Just having a little wander back down the drive?
I'd been down to see lads to see if they were cutting this side of my edge.
All right, I see.
And they said they'd done it. I said, we mean not being able to see. I couldn't really say.
Yeah.
So, Ray, so the plan is if the fire brigade were to try and cut this, it'd just cause a huge amount of vibration and stuff. Yeah. Has that morphine had any effect on you yet?
It's getting a bit better, yeah.
Yeah? OK. So, this is probably going to sting a little bit, but if we can get this off, I think that's the best way to ease that pain for you. Is that OK? I'm just thinking, once we're off here, what's the plan? We need to get him onto there quickly. So are you able to maybe support him from the front, just so as soon as he's out? All right, I've got you there, right? And if we bring the trolley a little bit closer, perhaps, then we can just swing him and sit him down straight on that. Yeah. Right, grit your teeth for me now, OK?
Don't forget, I mean, this is quite shaped.
Yeah, just trying to bring it around the shaped a bit. There we go.
There we go. Well done.
Does that feel easier, Ray?
Yes, certainly does.
Good.
Ray will require surgery. There's a high chance of nerve damage and infection.
Right, Ray, there's a bed to your right-hand side. So if you turn to your left, about a foot away. So that's it. That's it. Can you feel it? Right, sit yourself down. There we go, mate.
Yeah, I've got it.
Give yourself a moment there. Massive impalement on his left arm. It's gone right through. You can see if you look at it, there's quite a bulbous point to it as well, and that got stuck right inside the arm, right next to the bone. So with a bit of pain relief and a lot of support and some tourniquets as well, we've managed to get his arm off and stem the bleeding.
Put a little splint on it just to keep it still, all right? Yeah.
One of the tree surgeons who saw him fall grabbed Ray and supported him. Without his help, the injuries could have been much worse.
I had to hold him up because he kept moving, and obviously the way that he'd landed, he'd twisted his arm round and stuff, so he were in a lot of pain. So I just tried to hold him where he were, hold him still.
Just a little bit bumpy.
Ray's on his way to Pinderfields Hospital. There's a risk he may lose the use of his arm, or worse. It's rush hour in Bradford, and on a major road out of town, paramedic Dave is fighting his way through the traffic to a pedestrian who's been knocked down by a car.
Hey, mate. How we doing? Other side.
Bravo team are bringing their medical skills to the scene. They can deliver drugs most ambulance crews don't carry. It's why they've been called in.
This is Karen. Karen is 56.
Okie
Been
dokie.
knocked down from what we can see.
Yeah.
Crossing the road.
Okay.
Pedestrian Karen Coates is very badly hurt. It's feared her neck is broken.
Head injury we've established at the moment that it just feels sort of soft tissue head injury.
Right.
As we can see.
Her head did this to the windscreen of the car.
She had a gram of paracetamol.
TXA.
Yeah.
And 5 of morphine at the moment.
Okay. Have we got a traction splint?
Everything's here. Everything's here.
Cool, yeah.
It's moving.
Fantastic.
The ambulance crew are most worried about a brain injury. But HART medic Dave fears her fractured leg may also threaten Karen's life.
Do we know if we've got a pulse at all in that foot? We haven't seen one at this point.
Right, let's see if we can just get that.
I can't feel that feedle, but her foot's warm.
Primary assessment, chest, everything good, clear.
Her right femur, the biggest bone in her body, is shattered. Blood isn't reaching her foot.
It's obviously fractured in there, isn't it? I don't want it quite acute. That's better.
Unless the flow is restored, she may lose it. Her leg is folded back on itself.
Hey, up to right. So when you're ready,
knock down at query speed. Injuries as you see.
A flying doctor has arrived to oversee Karen's care.
Thus far, I'd 5 of morphine. We're just drawing up some kit to be able to try and get that straight and to be able to get pelvic bind on, traction splint on. Have we got a bag of masks and stuff handy, guys? Have we got one just...
They must straighten Karen's leg. They're going to use ketamine, a very powerful painkiller, to help her bear it.
We're just giving you some pain relief now, Karen. It might make you feel a little bit funny. Just try and relax down.
Dave is trying to comfort his patient.
You OK, darling?
My leg, you're down the leg.
Yeah, I know your leg's giving you some pain. I know that, darling, I know.
When we're giving ketamine to patients, we need to get them in a relaxed state. There's a risk of them having sort of hallucinations. People have been thinking that they've been kidnapped, that they're on spaceships. It's been shown that just to have the patient calm can hopefully sort of reduce the chance of that happening.
Are you feeling a little bit away with fairies, Karen? Yeah?
It's time to restore the blood flow.
Straighten that leg first. Yeah. Put pressure on and then put a belt binder underneath her and get it done.
The lower leg's gone, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it has.
Lower leg fractures are common in knockdowns.
We've got quite an obvious sort of tip fib there, you know, traction splint wise. Do you just still do it? Still put it on.
She's only little and
At last, blood is once more flowing to Karen's foot.
Yeah, we've got a good pedal pulse.
Yeah, we've still got
yeah.
now?
Yeah, I can feel it at the moment.
Okay,
yeah.
Now the race is on to get her to hospital for treatment to her head injury.
So it's just a case of getting on the scoop. I think we'll be going by DTA. We'll go as well, me and my friend here.
But before they can move her, they need to splint her leg and apply traction to prevent internal bleeding.
just watch this ankle though, because remember it's gone.
Patients can bleed to death from femur fractures.
You happy for traction to go on then, Doc? Yes, please. Just pull that tight first. Yeah.
The accident has attracted crowds of local people.
I really dislike it. It's difficult for us because, you know, we're trying to treat a patient. Sometimes they've got life-changing injuries and they might be embarrassed about what's happened to them. And they don't want a whole load of people kind of having a really good nosy at them.
The flying doctor will travel with Karen to hospital. She's heading to the regional trauma centre 6 miles away.
We're taking you to Leeds Infirmary. You've broken your leg.
She got an obvious fracture to a femur, to a right femur. It looked like a right sort of tib and fib had gone as well. Fortunately, it didn't appear like there were any sort of circulatory compromise with that. To cause that much sort of damage, you're obviously looking at quite a noticeable head injury from that. I was surprised really she was GCS 15 on scene.
Karen's been alert throughout her ordeal, but her head injury is critical. Her life is still in the balance. Tango team is in Snowdonia.
Water has this ability, if you're not careful with it, it will come back and bite you on the bum.
They're on a refresher course in a mountain river.
Okay, so day 3 of the course then. The idea of today is to progress your paddleboat handling skills a little bit more by introducing a little bit more moving water.
Today we will be wearing our PFDs, which are these life jackets. They keep us afloat, keep us quite buoyant. Obviously we've got these dry suits which we wear over our normal clothing. Helmets for any dangers coming downstream. If we end up in the water, we don't want to bang our heads on any kind of things floating past or rocks or whatever.
Even the training can be dangerous.
So we're going down this bit of water in the 2 rafts. But because there's every potential that we could get thrown out, what we're doing just now is having a practice of self-rescue.
This is a lethal environment.
I think unless you've learned about the hydrology, about what's actually going on in a stretch of water, and understand the bigger picture of what's going on there, yeah, they can be very complex and difficult places to work and quite dangerous. So we're all trained as swift water rescue technicians.
We've just got reports of somebody in the river somewhere in Leeds.
Today, Charlie team are kitting up and heading for the River Aire, just 3 miles from base.
Guys, you got keys? I've seen them. Got it.
If you do have to go bankside, mate, it might be a case of PFD, shoreline sort of thing. Helmet. Over here, look. That's fine.
Member of public found in water, other members of public raised the alarm. It's just a hard climb to get out of the banking, so we're going to throw a line down and throw what's called a nappy around him, just to help him get back up.
A passerby risked his own safety to make sure the man did not slip back into the water.
I was going into town and I heard shouting, so I approached the fence and I seen someone in the water saying, "Help me, help me." So I started saying, "Swim to that banking over there under the bridge," so he did. He just fell over and just weren't moving. So I just pulled him out of the water, sort of thing.
It seems the swimmer had been using drugs.
People are always getting into trouble in water. Whatever time of year it is, can be very dangerous places to be, especially when there's other factors involved, such as drink and perhaps drugs, which is why we're trained to work in those environments.
It's cold, and hypothermia is a real danger for the man. He's on his way to A&E for an examination. But information is coming through about another incident less than half a mile away. It's the call the HART team dread. This patient is also in the River Aire, but sadly beyond help.
Removing a body is one of the most unpleasant aspects of the job, really. We might not know what the circumstances are, but we are there to remove that patient and do it the best we can, respecting them and their family.
The body has been found near the exclusive warehouse flats of Granary Wharf. There's a big response from all the emergency services.
Go through that way, there's like a mesh and walk straight along. They've been looking for someone for a couple of days.
This will be a joint operation with the fire service. The man's body was found on the other side of the river.
We're going to assist with fire, moving the patient from the bankside onto the pontoon so we can actually get the patient.
You've got a body bag?
Yeah.
No, we don't have a body bag, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
The HART team are associated with saving lives in dangerous environments. This is the part of their job that is less well known.
I'm just going to leave it on for the time being.
Certain incidents do stay with you for a long time. It's really important to talk about it. You just try your best to sort of separate your home life and you work life.
Police forensic teams will gather evidence. HART will shortly return to base.
Hotel Walnut to 10:13 and 10:21, got a detail.
Driving is a team effort for the HART team.
At the roundabout, take the third exit to...
With 2 vehicles travelling in convoy through city centre traffic, they have to have their wits about them.
Okay. I'm right. Yeah, you should be okay.
Team leader Manny is at the head of the convoy. Adam is bringing up the rear.
I believe it's a car versus a motorbike, not too far away from the station.
We go down here, turning right at this junction.
Obviously car versus motorbike doesn't normally end well, especially for the motorbike.
The crash has happened outside a McDonald's in Hunslet. The biker's in a bad way.
Hi Adam, I'm Alex, how are you doing?
Alex is hands-on with the patient. He's a biker himself.
Let's have a quick feel of your tummy. Any pain around there at all?
I've no pain nowhere else except my left leg.
Just that left leg, all right, mate.
Have we got an additional pulse on that at all, or a cap refill?
Manny's job is to supervise.
Not looked right down on there, but yeah, that's open there, isn't it? He's eligible for co-mox, isn't he?
Yeah. Adam, can you just get your co-moxiclav out?
They're concerned Adam Fraser's broken leg may have cut off the blood flow to his foot. It's an open fracture with a high risk of infection.
20 ml syringe with water in that co-moxiclav.
They're giving Adam antibiotics.
Give him the full lot. That's 1.2 gram, that is.
It's a new procedure to prevent bacteria multiplying in the wound.
You were getting his ankle and his leg, cool.
Adam, innit? I'm Adam, good name. Just keep going on that gas and air, because it takes like a couple of minutes to get fully working. And we need... I know.
Adam's more badly damaged than his bike. He was catapulted out of his saddle after the impact with the car.
Yeah, over at bonnet, landed here, went to get up, realised my leg was broke, laid back down.
And you're all right with us giving you some morphine for this ankle, yeah? OK.
Can we get some more Dansatron drawn up and all, please?
So what they're giving you now is something for pain relief, giving a bit of morphine. They're going to give you something in case you start feeling nauseous.
Adam is young, and there's a danger the relief of surviving the accident and the adrenaline circulating around his body may be masking symptoms of undetected life-threatening injuries.
You're not feeling whiffy-headed or anything at the moment?
Adam is getting much of the treatment he'd receive in A&E right now.
Sharp scratch. Yeah, I'm in.
How much morphine?
He's having his second 5 now.
Right, lovely. Happy days.
The HART team's advanced medical skills save lives by delivering comprehensive care at accident scenes.
OK, how's that pain score out of 10? 10 being the worst.
I can feel like going in there. It's going to about a 7.
A 7 now? Yeah. Right, OK.
Next, they must put his leg in a splint.
When we straighten your leg, it's going to be uncomfortable. We'll do it as quick as we can, yeah, and as gently as we can.
This is necessary to save Adam's leg, but the team are about to come across a major complication. Every month, the HART paramedics must test their skills, rescuing casualties from a simulated house fire.
You need some pain relief.
It's essential training for one of their most dangerous roles. Joining firefighters inside smoke log buildings.
Just on our way to a house fire with persons reported. Don't know how many people are involved in it at the moment, whether they're in or whether they've been gotten out as yet.
It's evening in Leeds, and Tango team are racing to an emergency in the suburb of Farrari. The fire brigade are on their way too.
We are trained in breathing apparatus, so we can get into smoke-filled environments, but we can provide care to the casualties once they're brought out.
Firefighters are searching the building, and Alex and Sarah may have to join them.
10:13 on signal.
It's a hoarder's house. Right. Basically, it's just on fire. Right. Right at the end. Just at the end of the woods.
Hoarding is responsible for 1 in 6 fire deaths in the UK. Piles of belongings not only provide fuel for the fire, but can also collapse on the rescuers. The fire is threatening to spread to adjoining houses and the surrounding woods. Inside, firefighters are searching rooms crammed from floor to ceiling with furniture and personal belongings.
We don't know if there actually is anybody in there or not, and they can't actually get the way in.
Then there's good news.
Back to the team medals. Are you committing guys into it, or?
We've still got guys in there, yeah. So
Alright.
at the moment we've got 2, probably going to go back up to 4, moving into the ceiling.
Alright.
So if you can spare us an extra 15-20 minutes until we're happy with what we've got it.
We'll release ambulances and we'll stay.
Yeah.
But lives are still at stake. The fire brigade are continuing to try to find the seat of the fire in the lethal interior of the burning building.
It looks a bit dodgy. It's got into the roof basically, so it's going to involve ripping the ceiling down and then trying to fire into the roof void.
Yeah.
Them tiles are falling down.
These jobs go on for quite a long time, so we tend to stay at the fire. We can provide immediate first aid cover, and then vehicles can be called for patients.
Inside the building, firefighters have reached the top floor. It's risky work. The building is growing increasingly unstable. Tony is concerned.
Other ambulance crews have left scene, and you can get your vehicle a little bit nearer. Can you try and do that for me, please? Just for our information, we have got 2 VA wearers currently inside this house.
The roof is starting to cave in.
But just be mindful of them tiles on edge, because they're teetering away. And just try and get me a bit of a picture of what's going in there. Camera's showing me it's red hot in there. So until we get that ceiling down, we're not going to get at it. Can we knock some of them loose tiles down? Mind your head!
Heat-seeking cameras have revealed the extent of the fire. There's a danger it could erupt again.
The inside of the house just is a danger, and probably would be even if it wasn't on, hadn't been on fire, just from the amount of rubbish that's inside. And then the other dangers they've got is obviously the roof tiles themselves falling down, the ceiling inside coming down, and then if it is so full of rubbish, all the little pockets of fire that might just be hidden, that might sort of overturn and uncover. To be honest, quite a lot of potential and risk of something happening to them committing inside, even in such a small property.
Satisfied there's now no one at risk, firefighters are being pulled out of the building.
Are you happy for us to go then? Because they're
Appreciate you hanging about.
Oh mate, no problem, that's what we're here.
For Tony and the team, their job is done. Lives could have been lost today.
Hotel 1 to all HART call signs. Stop, stand down off this detail now. Stop, stand down, return to station.
On a main road in the Leeds suburb of Hunslet, the HART team are preparing to move biker Adam Fraser.
Just lift your arm up a little bit for me, Adam. Cheers, mate.
He was badly hurt in a collision with a car outside a fast food takeaway.
Right, Adam, we're going to straighten your leg now, OK? So you can swear, just to get nice and high on that now.
Just get that in between your teeth and bite on that, kid.
Trust me, you can't get enough of that now, OK?
Putting his shattered leg into a splint is going to be agonising.
OK, Adam, here we go. Big breaths on that gas and air, please.
The painkillers are working well.
Go on, I've got his leg.
Steady, move.
But moving the leg reveals a blood vessel has been punctured.
Mate, we've got some more traction on it. So just keep a traction on it.
Sorry, mate.
That's it, kid. That's it, mate.
Just watch out, because it might spurt towards you. Just watch out. Ready?
They're having to apply pressure to prevent blood loss.
I'm going to get it fastened up in a minute. Keep sucking on that end to knots, kid.
Right, OK. Get it nice and tight, and let's just straighten that limb out.
It looks like a very bad break. Adam will require surgery.
Once we've done that, let's box that up and make sure we've got a distal pulse on it.
Have a feel on that. Have we got pulse on that?
There are major concerns blood may still not be reaching his foot.
Toes are quite cold.
Adam is in danger of losing it unless the flow is restored.
Right, let's just get the scoop ready now. Let's move everything out of the way. We'll do another set of obs in backup motor.
The crash was his dad's worst fear come true.
My old man hates bikes. He's from Cumbria. Grew up on bikes all his life.
Right.
His best mate died white lining it in like egrement thing.
Yeah.
Can you just move? That's it. Can you just rotate your ankle for me? That's fine. Right, straighten it out, bob it back down.
The priority now is to get Adam to surgery.
It's all the hard work done now, Adam.
His biking days may be over, even though a repair shop won't be hard to find.
Yeah, Comaxiclav, morphine.
Manny is briefing staff at the major trauma centre in Leeds General Infirmary.
Little bump, Adam. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
His injuries may be life-changing. X-rays and scans on his leg and neck will reveal the truth in the next hour. It's late morning at HART headquarters, and Delta team are on their way to a serious work accident. A builder is reported buried by debris after masonry collapsed.
999 road, activated.
Some concrete's landed on him. 53-year-old male.
Paramedic Daz knows from his previous career that accidents like this can kill.
I used to work in the mining industry. Some industries you'll never be able to change the level of danger within those environments. And for some people, the most dangerous thing that they do is actually go to work every day.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Flash and Moggy are getting an update.
He's gone about 8 foot onto a concrete floor, and then a lot of rubble's fallen onto his legs. It's quite severe pain in his legs.
OK, left.
Yeah.
The accidents happened at a house in Pudsey.
1021.
A local ambulance crew were there first.
Yeah, this gentleman, can you see through that gap there? He's fallen off the roof. And that big piece of concrete sort of landed on his lower right leg.
Which is this one?
And he has a bit of C-spine tenderness.
Bob Page has very serious injuries. It looks like he's broken his neck and his right leg.
Is it?
Just above the ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there. Yeah.
His workmate freed him.
We were taking the concrete off the top. We were using a big saw to take it down, and it's just totally collapsed, and he's gone with it. But as he's hit the floor, the big bits landed on him, and then I've had to go up and take the big thing off him. Could see how much pain he was in.
Right. Okay. Yep, let's do that for me.
Bob's symptoms are very worrying.
Just going to lift his leg up, Bob. I'm just going to put it into a splint. Right? Just relax, you're all right.
The rubble fell 15 feet onto him.
Put it on top of him then.
Yeah, we're on top of him.
Whereabouts on him?
Just between there and there.
Okay, the biggest piece.
Yeah, the
you just pull it straight off.
Yeah.
And he's showing what could be the signs of internal bleeding. His blood pressure is very low.
92.60. We're not happy with that, then, are we, really? Can I try again? Yeah. Just have a look.
Just check his chest. We want his chest.
Yeah. Right, let's have a feel.
Does that hurt?
No.
With the hand. Just keep this one still. Any pain there? So you actually hit on your chest, did you, at some point?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Oh, Alright, if I just be a bit more brutal, that's just me pushing, you can feel, isn't it? Alright.
It's a bit low there, 86-65.
Right.
A second test has similar results. It looks like Bob could be losing blood. It's life-threatening.
Full moon everywhere, Bob, yeah, no tingle anywhere.
Yeah. Squeeze my fingers. And that one. Thank you, cheers.
Bob urgently needs to have a scan at Leeds General Infirmary. Luckily, the trauma centre is only a 15-minute drive away.
Are you ready? Yep. Ready, steady, roll. On lift. Ready, steady, lift. Keep going. Step, you got one more step down, Des.
Yeah, I've got it. You got that side flash?
Yeah, I've got the side now, yeah.
Keep coming, Moggy, nice and easy, go.
But as Bob heads off for hospital, another emergency is coming in.
Cheers, bye. RTC, M1 southbound. They're looking at cameras now. Can't see that there's just a load of backed up traffic and a load of smoke, so they're going to get an update as soon as they can.
We're just getting calls now for another detail. This patient's, reasonably stable, so we're going to obviously leave him with the crew here who are going to deal with him, and we're going to go off to this other job.
Back on the run, I guess.
999 activated.
They're less than 20 minutes away. The incident has happened on the M1 near Barnsley.
I'm just going to back off this vehicle in front a little bit and just give them time to sort of, make a decision on which way we're going to go to get through this traffic.
It's going to be hard shoulder.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, go. You're good. All good.
There's a tailback from the crash. A car is on fire.
Dangerous as well when you're going down the hard shoulder. Parts from vehicles, rubbish, exploded truck tyres, and you have to be careful that you just don't run into any of that.
There it is.
Charred remains are all that's left of the car.
How's the one?
One patient in the back of the ambulance, minor injuries.
It was a brand new £250,000 Ferrari.
Well, by the sounds of it, from the witness, he's put his foot down, lost the back end and it's clipped and cleared this fence, and then subsequently landed up in the field. Passerby managed to get him out of the vehicle, then it's just burst into flames.
A van driver stopped to help.
Anyone arrived later, it may have been too late. I was at the right time, the right place at the right time to get him out, and that's about all I can say, really. He's got a few abrasions and cuts to his head, but apart from that, he's walked out the car. That's what I find the most astonishing.
The driver is being given a medical check-over, but his new car is clearly beyond help. The teenager behind the wheel of the stolen 4x4 that crashed while being chased by police has been convicted of dangerous driving. Ray, the partially sighted pensioner who was impaled on a fence, underwent surgery, but he has lost some use of his hand. Pedestrian Karen, knocked down in Bradford, spent several weeks in hospital with a serious injury to her head, as well as leg, neck and pelvis. She's now returned home. Adam the biker made a good recovery from his serious leg injury. Despite his dad's reservations, he's still riding a motorcycle. The man rescued from the river in Leeds was released after a medical checkup. And Bob the builder, crushed by falling masonry, underwent surgery on his broken leg and was also treated for a neck injury. But he was well enough to go on holiday 3 weeks later.